अलग था? हाँ, मज़ा आया आपको? चलो बढ़िया.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
And we would like to know your, collaboration, this association with Mubarak and Netflix and bringing Murder Mubarak.
So, Murder Mubarak is a very, very special film for us. It marks our third original film with Netflix. No pressure, Ruchika. We've had Mimi and then we've had Chor Nikal Ke Bhaga, which have been really, really successful. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this can be a hat trick. That makes this a very, very successful platform studio partnership. And, Monica, Ruchika, and Chetan have worked with our teams very, very like one team. And hopefully, you enjoy this as much as we've enjoyed making it. We plan to do lots of things together, Netflix and us, but Murder Mubarak is extremely special for me because the first film I made was Being Cyrus, which was with this crazy Parsi gentleman called Homi Adajania. And 20 years later, we are here. I think he's one of the most unique voices in India. Every film of his has been very, very, very different. And I think this one's really special because I think murder mystery is something that comes to him very naturally because he's a bit of a mystery for us. So I feel Netflix, Homie and us make a perfect mix to serve a really, really delicious murder mystery. I'd like to call Ruchika on.
Everyone, thank you, Dinu. No pressure. We've only had successes together on the back of Mimi, Chor, and now Murder Mubarak. But at Netflix, we believe in just one thing. You should have something for every mood. And if you're in the mood for suspense, thrill, comedy, excitement, a little bit of Dinu, a lot of Homie, Murder Mubarak is all for you. So March 15th, Mubarak aap sabko aur hum sabko. And I think the one line that really sums up Murder Mubarak for us is expect the unexpected. This is a roller coaster ride. Every one of those suspects that you saw who came and said, humne nahi kiya hai, well, maybe you should believe them because I think I'm going to throw to the one person who's definitely guilty of murder, and that's Homi Adajania, the visionary, the director par excellence, and he hasn't caused me.
The season of 20 rupee note, I think this afternoon, Sanjay Kapoor started the trend. So, Homi, welcome. Homi Adajania.
Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed our trailer and ask me questions because I have nothing to say.
The look, the feel looks tremendous. It was quirky and it was enticing as well as intriguing as well. How did you manage this coup with the cast?
The coup with the cast? They were actually my last choice, all of them. No, I mean, it's a fantastic cast. What's interesting about the cast is that it's really a multi-generational cast. I mean, going from whether it's Dimple to Lolo to Sara and Vijay and just all of them, Sanjay, Tiska, just all very unique actors, very unique people. And what's very interesting in the narrative of Murder Mubarak, sorry, I left out Pankaj Tripathi, which is the reason I made this movie. But back to the characters. But these characters are so interesting and they're so different and unique from each other. And I think all our actors have inhabited these characters so truthfully and as wacky as they are, but they're extremely sort of endearing and entertaining. And yeah, so I mean, the coup was, I think all of us managed to pull the coup together. I don't think I could have just picked up a phone and sorted this out. So it was good.
You said the last, we always save the best for last, right? So let's call on the best on stage, yeah, with your permission. Before we open the floor for media Q&A, मेरे थोड़े सवाल हैं जो मैं आप सबसे पूछना चाहता हूँ. Hey there. And congratulations to you as well. I hope I'm visible. Yeah. So, a couple of questions to all of you. Dinesh sir, starting with you. And considering your super successful partnership with Netflix in the past, with just as you mentioned, with Chor Nikal Ke Bhaga being a breakout film last year of 2023, how was it returning to Netflix with Murder Mubarak this time? And Mubarak on that?
I think it's the perfect, next partnership with Netflix because I feel, the world of the club culture actually, how the film happened, we should start with. Anuja isn't here. She wrote a really, really amazing book. Sharda sitting right there got it, converted with Ghazal, and Supro into a beautiful script. And then Homi happened to read the script and say that it's not nice at all, like he does every time when he reads any film. Then maybe on second reading, the coin drops with him and he's saying it's not that bad. It's happened to most of the films that I've worked. So I think what's special about Murder Mubarak was Anuja's book, this tremendous cast, Netflix being the ultimate destination, and Homi Adajania, who's I think probably the best murder mystery teller. He's only done one, but I remember when, the end of Being Cyrus, nobody could predict. So I think, like this entire event's about who the murderer is, looking at all these wonderful actors. Now, I actually think it's Pankaj Tripathi, and he's just like confusing everybody. So I feel, there have been, murder mysteries have been very, very successful on Netflix. There haven't been that many from India. So this marks its first. The film has a very, very eclectic pseudo world represented by these amazing actors, and Pankaj ji is like all our vision. He comes from the outside, and it's got haves versus have-nots. It's got right versus wrong, and it actually there's not been a combination of a murder mystery and comedy together before, and I think that is the strength of this film. So hopefully, Ruchika, no pressure. Let's not mess this up.
We're looking forward to what you've dished out, murder and comedy, thriller comedy. So thank you so much for giving us some of the best content always. Homi Adajania, I got that right.
Yeah, you got it right.
I did get that right.
But didn't you say it the first time?
I did.
You did?
I did, yeah.
Carry on, sorry. Let's not
It's a very, very interesting ensemble. While visualizing the characters, did you particularly have each one of these in mind?
No, well, I didn't write the script, so I didn't visualize the characters. But when I got the script and we had our characters in place, yes, well, most of them. And then some of them, I actually, in fact, Lolo was my big surprise because I just totally forgotten. I've known her since we've been like we were in school together, but and I remember suddenly when someone mentioned her name and I said, shh, I couldn't believe I had not thought about it. And she was absolutely sporting enough, came over and immediately agreed and just said, let's have a blast with it. That's it. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to say.
No, but how did you think
That's
of?
where it stops.
Let me ask you. You didn't think of Vijay at all. He's sitting
Just
right
how
next
hard,
to you.
how hard is it to say that, yeah, I wanted these actors?
I did want most of them. No, I'll tell you very honestly, I was extremely excited to work with Pankaj. I love him. I love his work. And for me, I make films for probably all the wrong reasons. But one very important reason is to have a fantastic life experience and create a great memory of it. And my takeaway from that was, I mean, all of them, but really Pankaj for me he's better than an actor. He's just a gem of a human being. And for me, taking that home made me better for it. Yeah.
We vouch that, sir. Thank you, thank you. And now let's get the aspect from Ruchika as well about the actors. And Ruchika, we've not seen such a stellar ensemble cast in a thriller in a long, long time. What really went into getting these amazing actors on board?
I think the pressure that you've put on us with the success of Chor and Mimi and even Dasvi, actually, when we decided that we're going to tell the story together, we knew it had to be star-studded. We needed to be an ambitious ensemble. And I think each one here, from Tiska, Sara, Karishma, Sanjay, Vijay, Pankaji, Sohail, and even Dimple ma'am, who's not here, I think each one brings such incredible energy and talent to the film that we at Netflix are just glad that we get.
For you next, and you need a mic here. I have an extra mic. Oh, got it. Cool. Netflix is home to some of the biggest thrillers like Knives Out and more recently Jaane Jaan. How does it feel to be a part of one of the most ambitious, as she rightly said, and entertaining thrillers to come out of Netflix? और आपको क्या लगता है कि audiences इस film के बारे में सबसे उन्हें अच्छा क्या लगेगा?
Ji, firstly, namaste again to everybody. Thank you so much for सॉरी नमस्ते आप सबको थैंक यू आप लोग आए उम्मीद है आप लोगों को हमारा ट्रेलर अच्छा लगा होगा और आई जस्ट फील ऑनेस्टली privileged and thankful and grateful for the opportunity to work with Homi sir in this film. I think that it's such a new kind of film. मैंने इस genre में काम नहीं किया है पहले और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया पता है काम करके काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला काम के बारे में काम के अलावा भी और इतने दिग्गज कलाकारों के साथ काम करके बस बहुत अच्छा लगा तो आई थिंक ग्रैटिट्यूड इज़ द आंसर टू योर क्वेश्चन एंड व्हाट्स एक्साइटिंग अबाउट आवर फिल्म is मुझे लगता है that of course you know in any typical who done it like you shouldn't be able to guess who the killer is and that goes without saying but उसके अलावा भी you know the process of finding out who the killer is, the world that Homi sir invites you into, the world that Dinu sir is presenting to you, is just so wholesome, so funny, so interesting. It's such a new take कि मुझे लगता है इस दुनिया में बस सफ़र करना मज़ेदार होगा उम्मीद तो यही है
I was just waiting for you to continue so that you spill some beans because Pankaj sir has given me the responsibility of finding who the suspect is, right? So who the killer is.
That is Pankaj sir's responsibility. He's done it brilliantly. So he's just pretending like it's yours. It's really not. The job is done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And that let's get to Pankaj sir only next. And Pankaj sir, आपके लिए सर सबसे पहले Netflix पे आप छाए हुए हो. हमने सबने देखा लूडो, गुंजन सक्सेना and of course Sacred Games. Now that you're coming back to Netflix with Murder Mubarak, आप अपने और Netflix के इस तालमेल के बारे में हमें क्या बताना चाहोगे?
बहुत अच्छा है तालमेल रब ने बनाया मुझे तेरे लिए नेटफ्लिक्स के लिए नहीं अच्छा है ओटीटी ने दुनिया बड़ी कर दी है अब कुछ हर अभिनेता के पास अच्छे मौके हैं अच्छी कहानियां हैं तो बढ़िया तालमेल है बहुत अच्छा है वो लूडो हो गुंजन सक्सेना हो और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं वहाँ पे लोग काफ़ी देखते हैं पसंद करते हैं ये भी करेंगे मैं अभी ही बता देता हूँ कि इस साल की सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद की जाने वाली फिल्म होने वाली है ये
आपके तो हम दीवाने हैं ही आपको मर्डर मुबारक और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया
हाँ आप सबको मुबारक हो मर्डर
Thank you. Vijay, my next question is for you. If I can take the liberty to say, आप तो Netflix के darling हो. And each role of yours, you know, even the platform itself is so distinct and you always surprise viewers with your roles which has multiple layers, multiple shades in them. क्या आकाश डोगरा भी उन्हीं कदमों पर चलेंगे and without giving away too much? आप थोड़ा बताएंगे आपके कैरेक्टर के बारे में हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं?
It was a little bit of a break from the bad guys that I've played. I would like to say that because although ये mystery है तो मैं पूरा reveal नहीं करूँगा. But आकाश डोगरा is a lawyer, pro bono case लड़ता है, free में वकालत करता है और उसका कहीं दिल टूटा है कहीं तो अभी इतना ही पता है और ये दिल्ली का जो क्लब है he has a kind of a love-hate relationship with this club and he wants to run away from it. So this is what I can tell right now.
पंकज जी
मुझे क्लब से याद आया बहुत कमाल विचित्र सी जगह है अद्भुत जगह है फिल्म देखेंगे तो पता चलेगा
इस अद्भुत से जगह के एक और किरदार से हम बात करते हैं करिश्मा माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू एंड आपने हमेशा कहा है कि जब आप कोई भी किरदार करेंगी द रोल शुड बी मोटिवेटिंग इनफ फॉर यू टू गो बैक टू वर्क कैन यू टेल अस व्हाट वाज द पर्टिकुलर रीजन बिहाइंड सेइंग यस टू मर्डर मुबारक एंड व्हाट कैन द ऑडियंसेस एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम शहनाज नूरानी
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, ट्रेलर कैसा लगा genuinely? Okay, great. I think that's what the entire cast wants to hear. So I think, yes, as you all know, I very selective about what I do. So when Homie called me, and Homie is an old dear friend of mine, we went to school together, we've grown up together, and of course he's such a fantastic, quirky guy and maker.
But he forgot about you.
Yeah. So when I heard the script, the first reaction was like, oh my God, I have to be a part of this fantastically unusual film. So yes, I think you'll get to see a very different me in Shehnaz Nurani. And lots to expect, and I hope you all really enjoy the film as much as the trailer.
We look forward to the different avatar of yours and wishing you the best. Thank
And
you.
of course, I have to add this absolutely stellar, fantastic cast. It was a pleasure to work with everyone, from Dino to Netflix to all these amazing actors. We had a blast and cherished memories, genuinely.
Thank you and wish you the best. Thank you so much. Sanjay sir, my next question is for you, and if I could give you the mic here. Yeah. From Love Stories to Fame Game, coming on the Bollywood Wife show, and now Murder Mubarak, each ensemble is more unique from the other. क्या prep जाता है एक ensemble में काम करने के पीछे, especially जब कैमरा के सामने हर एक अलग-अलग method, हर एक इंसान का अलग-अलग method होता है to perform.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Exactly जैसे आप बोल रहे हो, ऐसा ensemble cast है. So when I got this opportunity, when Homie called me and narrated a part of the script and everything, when I heard about the cast, it's very rare कि आपको एक फिल्म में मौका मिलता है कि करिश्मा के अलावा मैंने किसी और के साथ पहले काम नहीं किया था. So I got the opportunity to work with Sara, Tiska, Sohail, Pankaj ji, Vijay, Dimple, who was my childhood crush. जब बॉबी बन रही थी हम बहुत बहुत छोटे थे, राज अंकल के घर जाते थे तो लगता था कि इतनी खूबसूरत कौन है, और अभी भी वो इतनी खूबसूरत है. Unfortunately, she is not here. So that was something very, very, very exciting. And to be part of this ensemble cast, and especially to be directed by Homie, was absolutely wonderful. And like you said, you took the names of all the things what I've done for Netflix. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ Netflix को बोलता रहता हूँ मुझे घर जमाई बना ले और घर पे ही रखे, काम करते रहूँगा मैं Netflix के लिए.
And we were backstage and he's taught me.
और मेरे 20 रुपए याद रखना.
सर 40 है, इसलिए मैं कह रहा था हुकुम.
नहीं, वो मेरे रोल का एक है, मैं जहाँ जाता हूँ
पैसे
मेरा दिल बहुत बड़ा है, रणवजे का दिल बहुत बड़ा, 20-20 रुपए लोगों को बांटता रहता है वो.
इसलिए मैंने दिल के करीब अपने पास रखे हैं, अपने करीब रखे हैं.
थैंक यू. मिठाई बच्चों के लिए पर
इंतजार रहेगा. Jiska, my next questions for you. Your performances often praised for their depth that it has, and how did you approach your character in this film, and what's one aspect or characteristic of Roshni Batra that particularly stayed with you, stuck with you?
Thank you, Sachin. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for crossing the ceiling for us, most of you. When I met Homie, he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, TC!" So I said, "Have I met him before?" I'd never met him before. And he just gave me this big hug, and I was like, I'm losing my memory. I'm using the phone too much. मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा है मैं इनको कहाँ मिली हूँ. But that's what it was like. He has this way of making everything seem like easy, breezy. He let you do your own thing, very improvisational. Roshni Batra, I've never done a comedy to this level. And for me, that was really joyous. सबने मेरे को बहुत दुखियारी माताओं के रोल में देखा है, और तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ, etc., etc. But so to see and to be this person who could do these bizarre things. And the thing with Homie is he doesn't say, you as an actor आप अपना shot देते हैं, and then you look at him कि everybody looks at the director बहुत उम्मीद से कि कैसा किया मैंने, how was I, and he'd say, yeah, I can't say the word for it, but he would just say क्या तूने, and I would be like, only Homie can say these things to you. It's hilarious. He's hilarious.
And two other things to add to this. Two other things to add to this. I've been a fan of the work that Maddock has been doing. I got my eye on them. And they were just the most fantastic producers. So enabling, so comforting. They had our back. We were there for a long 3 or 4 schedules in Delhi when we were shooting. They made it so comfortable. Thank you for that. And I'm finally on Netflix. So ta-dum!
Woo! Congratulations on that. And I was trying to eavesdrop what's happening at home. I was trying to figure out, do I talk like that? Do
When did I have a stroke during the shoot?
But Ishka, I think you're still in the, I like the you're in the character today, Delhi Royal Club character, because when you, Tujhe sab hai na pata ma, I love the way you said it. So you're full.
Tujhe sab hai pata hai na ma. She's a totally different kind of ma. She's got it going on, this ma. In this club, she's got it going on. She's not the ma that you saw earlier.
Oh, we got that. I like the vibe there. Wishing you the best. And Suhail, my questions to you. Delhi ke Gabru Jawan.
जी.
Did being from Delhi and your familiarity with the city made it easy for you to step into the character?
100%. मतलब जहाँ से मैं आता हूँ वहाँ की कहानी होगी और मेरे घर के बहुत पास था जहाँ पे हम लोग शूट कर रहे थे, तो उस एरिया में मैं बड़ा हूँ और ऐसे किरदार मैंने बहुत देखे हैं, तो थोड़ी आसानी हो जाती है, तो सही है.
थोड़ा अपने कैरेक्टर के बारे में हम बताएंगे प्लीज.
तो यश बत्रा नाम है, वो लोग उसको गलत समझते हैं, भोला सा आदमी है, कभी कभी ड्रग्स कर लेता है. तो लोग गलत समझते हैं बेचारे को. कई बार ऐसा होता है सचिन, कई चीजें जैसी दिखती हैं वैसी होती नहीं, पर कई बार जैसी दिखती हैं वैसी होती हैं. ये जानने के लिए आपको फिल्म देखनी पड़ेगी.
Looks are deceptive. 15 मार्च को पता चलेगा हमें क्या है, कौन है खूनी. But wishing you all the best, and with that, मेरे सवाल जवाब का कोटा खत्म हो चुका है.